Hello everybody, good evening. We're going to go ahead and start where we left off yesterday with the grammar of the verb to be in positive form. Here we see what we're doing. Present tense, verb to be positive. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take your notebooks, and remember I told you that you're going to make special section. You're going to make a section for yourself to put whatever notes you want to put in that you think are important to help you with your studying. You're going to make another section for your vocabulary, just words that you don't know. And the third section for the grammar. So when I write grammar bank, this is for you. This is for you to put into your book, whether you know it or not. Put it into your book so that at least you have some order of the grammar that we've been seeing in class. Okay, it's just like me when I make my plan and I say, okay, today we're going to do the verb to be, tomorrow we're going to do the verb to be but in negative or interrogative, and we'll be looking at all these different forms of not only the verb to be but other stuff that will come in, like present tense, past tense, and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started so this video doesn't take such a long time. Here we have the present tense verb to be positive form. Now I cut it into two sections. We have the full form here, and then here we went ahead and put in the contractions. I'm going to explain all this later, but for now, just so you know, we have full form and contractions. Now in full form, I'm going to go ahead and read it so that you know how it's supposed to sound, and I want you guys to go ahead and listen to me and then go ahead and listen again and repeat it so that you repeat it like I say it. Now, I wish I had this so that you could say it in all these different accents, and you know, people talk differently, so people have a different intonation, and you know, in the future we'll be doing that, or maybe if I can find some certain disc, we'll be doing that. But for now, we're going to follow my example to improve your pronunciation. Okay? So here we have full form. The first sentence says, I am your teacher. I'll say it again. I am your teacher. Okay. If you look here under our contractions, I went ahead and took the A out, put in an apostrophe, and now it's a little different. Same, but it's pronounced I'm your teacher. I'm your teacher. All right. Next one. You are in room 13. You are in room 13. What did I do here? I took out the A. I put these two words together, and here I have you're in room 13. Again, listen. You're in room 13. Not you are. You are is full form. I'm talking to you in contractions right now. You're in room 13. Let's continue. Full form. He is James. Again. He is James. Contraction, he's James. I took out the I. Put the words together. Pronunciation is he's James. She is Martha. Full form. She is Martha. Contraction. She's Martha. She's Martha. Full form. It is a school. Again. It is a school. Contraction. It's a school. It's a school. Full form. We are students. We are students. Contraction. We're students. We're students. You are in level 2. You are in level 2. Contraction. You're in level 2. You're in level 2. Now, if you remember from the dialogues, when no, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. But say you're trying to get a hotel room, and he says, "What's your name?" And the person says, "My name is Janet Lee." Remember? And he says, "You're in room 2 or 5, I don't remember. You're in room 2." But if she says something like, "Sorry," she didn't understand, she didn't hear, the receptionist would answer again in full form so that it's clear. You are in room 2. And that makes it clear for the person. Last one. Full form. They are teachers. Here's your verb to be. They are teachers. Contraction. They're teachers. I took out the A, put the word together, and now it's their teachers. Pay attention to the differences. I am, contraction, I'm. It does sound different. Okay? You are, you're. He is, he's. She is, she's. It is, it's. We are, we're. You are, you're. They are, they're. Okay? Pay attention to the pronunciation and the different ways that it's pronounced. You will be using these. And as you can tell, verb to be, am, are, is. Okay? You have 3 things to learn in this grammar. Am, are, and is. All you have to do is remember that. All right. Here's my notes. I'm going to step over here now. And I wrote these so I wouldn't forget to tell you. Use a capital I. Okay? Like here. You see how it's capital? Use a capital I when doing contraction. For example, I'm your teacher. Capital I. Not I'm with a little I. No. Remember, these are words. We're taking one letter out and putting them together with glue, and that makes the new word. But you still need the capital letter. I, by itself, is always capital. Second note, you equals singular and plural. So I can say, like, remember what I said in class? You, Felix, okay, open the window. But I can also talk to the class. You guys and girls need to do your homework. I can talk to one person or I can talk to the whole class. Another point. Use he for a man, she for a woman, and it for a thing. Now, some of you know that, some of you don't. This is for learning purposes, right? So remember, he for a man, she for a woman, and it for a thing. Next point. Use they for people and things. Okay? They can be for people, right? Like, they are the best class. That's for people. Or for things. They are very comfortable chairs. So when you use they, it could be for people or for things. Next point. In contractions, this apostrophe, the one we put into the contraction, equals a missing letter. For example, here we have the apostrophe M, And that takes the place of the A in am. All right. I don't know why I'm yelling, but last point. Use contractions in conversation. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more in your next class. I'm going to go ahead and actually give you some tips on the grammar rules. But in this case, I put down use contractions in conversation because in conversation, it is more common for people to use contractions when they're speaking. Okay? When you're writing, that might be different. But when you're speaking, most people will use contractions. Now, here I went ahead and put up some sentences. All you have to do is complete the sentences with am, with is, or with are. Okay? That's your verb to be. Am, is, are. So I want you to go ahead and fill these in your notebook. And then what we're going to do is we're going to check, and then I'll give you a grade according to how well you did. Okay? So you take a picture when you're finished, you put it in Classroom, and then we'll go ahead and check, or I will check, and then I will give you a grade. Okay? So, in case you can't see, because I know it's getting dark out and the lights are a little strong, my last name, blank Lopez. That's number 1. Number 2, we blank from Taipei. Number 3, I blank Anna. Number 4, Antonio and Juan blank in room 7. Number 5, the teacher blank English. Number 6, you blank in level 3. And the last one, number 7, she blank a student. She blank a student. Go ahead and do those. I'm going to check them, and then I'll give you a grade according to how well you did. And we're going to start working this way. If you have any questions, again, contact through through the mail, through the school mail, and then I'll go ahead and answer your questions. Thank you for your time. And you know what? Let me go ahead and put up the rules, okay? I'm going to pause the video for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. I went ahead and made some changes up here. You probably can't see it because of the light. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, let's get started. We're going to finish up with this. You hear I added some more homework for you to put in the same notebook as these. Okay, so this and this, notebook, picture, classroom. Here for B, you have to write the sentences with contractions. So, for example, I am from Chile. And how would we change that to make it into a contraction? We would take the am and the I, put it together, and say I'm from Chile. You can't see it because I got the light, but I'm from Chile, period. Okay? And you're going to take these 7 sentences that are in full form, and you're going to change them into contractions. And that will be the second part of your homework. I'm going to read them to you just in case for some reason you can't see it, but I think you can. Number 1, it is a nice school. Number 2, we are in level 2. Number 3, you are in room 6. Number 4, he is Alex. Number 5, they are students. Number 6, she is a teacher. And number 7, I am fine. All of these here in contraction form. Last thing, I went ahead and put up grammar notes again to press the important facts of this section of our Learning English. Fluent speakers of English almost always use contractions in conversation. Remember that. So contractions is an important part of the language. The second part is, in English there is only one form of you, which is used for singular and plural. So we have singular and plural, and for formal and informal. Okay? So in English there is only one form of you, which is used for singular and plural and for formal and informal situations. Important notes. I just put them up, and hopefully you keep them in mind. Okay, that's it for the grammar section. And what we're going to do is, I think next class we're going to look into pronunciation, and I'll be adding that stuff to your exam. So pay special attention to that, because that isn't a common thing that they show here in Mexico, which I haven't seen actually. So I think I'm the only one that does that. But we're going to take advantage of it. Okay? Again, any questions, classroom, mail it, and I'll answer if I see them. I check like once a day. Okay? All right. Good luck, and get the homework in as soon as you can. All right. Bye.